day one. Let's do this.
Earlier today on this stage, we heard from Christina Hendricks, who's the star of the Mad Men series. She talks about making sure that there's chemistry when you're working with a brand. So for her, if she's ever a spokesperson, she makes sure that she understands the brand and likes it so much to the point that when she talks about it outside of work with her friends, they're like, are you still advertising? And she's like, no, it's just because I adore this brand. And that's really essential for if you're ever working with spokespeople to make sure that their chemistry is there. You can't force it. We were able to hear from Peter Grass, who heads up Curious Films. We had a great conversation about filmmaking, content, and craft.
But the hipster movement is all about crafting the best, like I say, the best artisanal crouton. It's a wonderful movement because people are starting to appreciate really well-crafted things. I like to think that it's trickling down to production in that people are going to move back to really caring about crafted production. The word itself, calling it content, automatically had this connotation of quick, cheap production, which is detrimental to the industry. In order to make the best beer, you have to love beer, and you have to care about what you put into it. In order to make the best crafted commercial work, you have to care about commercials, you have to care about filmmaking, and you have to put the best people on the team to get the best result.
So I went to this really cool session about creativity, and it was called Creativity Matters. Well, what was interesting was the way that they applied creativity and the way that she really, really wanted us to be empowering of that whole idea of what creativity is, and how that can actually lead to business objectives, how that can actually lead to increasing sales or the increase in top of mind awareness. And so one of my favorite quotes from her was the fact that she said, marketing doesn't just influence culture, but it also shapes culture.
We ended up watching Rebecca Swift as the last participant today. She's from Getty Images, the stock image photography company. I never knew that she held so many insights into not only what our consumers want, but how the world is behaving now with photography. There's been such a demand for photos that have a sense of vision, a sense of purpose, sustainability, social responsibility. What does that say about who we're becoming as a culture globally? Another aspect I never thought about before was this whole infatuation with lens flares and light leaks in photography. So previously, Getty Images would have rejected any photograph that was submitted or curated or made that had light leaks and lens flares in it. Hello, that's completely what we want in all of our photographs nowadays. How is it that was considered a defect before, and now it's become a complete and total default? All of our images have that nice warm texture. You know why? Because we don't want it to look fake. We want it to have that human value that we're clearly thriving and dying for. Another interesting thing is the popularity in top view photography.
Called Knolling, Knolling. And it's basically a bird's eye view of a particular shot, and that includes this sense of symmetry to your kind of composition. And it's great because I've been doing it all my life. I've been doing it to my photos for food and of my table and of my desk.